Dipesh sir, okay?
Yes.
यूपी का पिट्ठू is playing in face. किसी को रिपोर्ट पर आपत्ति होती है तो पुनः उसको विचार किया जाता है. अगर उसको लगता है तो सरकार पर भेजें और उसको विचार किया जाए कि किन विषयों पर कमी रही है उसको सुधारने के लिए फिर से कहा जाए. The SIT report does not rule out conspiracy and recommends an in-depth investigation.
Sunil?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So, like, yeah, the participants have joined. It's good number of time on this rainy day also. I think hopefully everyone is having their hot tea and coffee, whatever they like, with some pakoras. And maybe you can get some knowledge also along with that. So, hello everyone. I'm Aparna, VP Certification and Training, PMI Mumbai chapter. I welcome you all on this beautiful rainy evening for a unforgettable learning session. I call upon our MC, Mr. Akshay Nikhar. He is a civil engineer, and by profession, he is a project and construction management, specializing in data analytics, gap analysis, process optimization, planning, and monitoring. He holds a PMP certification and also a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. Akshay has been volunteering with PMI Mumbai chapter for quite some time, and he is a very enthusiastic volunteer. Over to you, Akshay.
Thank you, Aparna. Hello, everyone. So today's session on generative AI and project management practice. Our objective is to explore how generative AI can enhance project management efficiency, decision making, and outcome. So I'm delighted to introduce Mr. Deepak Banik, our today's speaker, a project management officer at Web Fontaine. With over a decade of experience, he has expertly managed IT and ERP, supply chain and logistic projects across diverse industries, including system integration, consulting, custom, trade, and e-commerce. Mr. Banik also mentors startups, guiding entrepreneurs in business and marketing strategies at KIIT Technologies Business Incubator. He leads the Smart University Innovation Hub program, Smart Uni Better, an initiative supported by the ICT Ministry of Bangladesh and funded by World Bank. Holding certification as a disciplined Agile Scrum Master from PMI and in logistics management from ISCEA USA. Mr. Banik has a dual MBA degree from Bangalore University and University of Dhaka. He is also a fellow in project management at ISBR Business School of Bangalore, focusing on generative AI in project management. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dipesh Banik. Also, before starting the session, I just wanted to say that we have shared a feedback link in the chat box and request all the attendees to fill the same. If anyone posts any question, you can post it directly in the chat box and we'll pick it up from there and further discussion. Mr. Banik, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Akshay. And thank you, Aparnaji. Good evening, everyone. Welcome everyone on this rainy weather. I'm based in Dhaka now, so here it's really hot. There is no rain here, but I think in Mumbai it's rainy, so it's very nice weather. You are all. So just sit tight, grab your hot drinks, tea, coffee, whatever. So let's enter this journey together. Thank you again, PMI Mumbai chapter, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Akshay, for a nice introduction. So just let me know, share my screen and please confirm is it visible or not.
No, Dipesh, it's not visible yet. Yeah, it's now visible.
Yeah.
Okay, so as already Akshay said, I'm not going to waste any more time with my introduction. Last more than a decade, I'm working as a project manager, PMO. So my specialization mostly into earlier level, it was into supply chain, ERP, but last 3-4 years, I'm into mostly into frontier technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, IoT. And I'm currently also pursuing my fellowship in project management. It's one of the doctoral program under ISBN, International School of Business and Research, Bangalore, apart from my regular study. So there, my topic is generative AI in project management. So that's why today's topic is actually close to my heart. And next 1 hour, I will try to give some examples and give some contents actually how a successful project manager or our existing project manager can increase their working efficiency by using generative AI tools and how they can use it. So this is our today's outline. Where first of all, we wanted to understand the generative, understand the basics of generative AI. Then we'll explore the applications in project management, and we have few examples and real-time case studies. And also, we'll discuss some advanced tools and technologies. And after that, I will try to give some real-world examples where companies are leveraging AI in project management. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat box. At the end of the session, we will take all these questions. Okay. First, I want to start with one of the Harvard Business Review case study. This is a very beautiful case here, how AI will transform project management. So here what we have, we can see that 48 trillions dollars are invested in projects actually. And Standish Group, they are the one of the largest IT service management company. They are based in information technology research. So they have said that 35% projects are only successful. And these wasted resources and unrealized benefits and other 65% are mind blowing. You can understand that. And also, Gartner research indicates that the changes are coming soon, predicting that by 2030, 80% of project management tasks will be run by AI, powered by big data, machine learning, and NLP. Actually, now I use every day. I generally use ChatGPT 4.0 in my everyday work, where I can create the work breakdown structure, job descriptions. So this is now in reality, as we need to adapt and we need to accept the technology so that we can keep ourselves updated. So if I can say the basics of generative AI, what I can see is one type of algorithms actually. What we are developing or generating some new ideas, and you are giving some input and getting some output from that generative AI technologies. So there are generally two types of generative AI we generally see. One is called GAN, generative adversarial networks, and one is variational autoencoders. So in GANs, there are generally two neural networks, one is generator and discriminator, actually which increase and improve the generation of data, means quality of data is very good. And variational and autoencoders actually encode data into latent space and then decode it to generate new data or new idea. Sorry to say that this is more into technical. We don't need to understand that. This is just a basics understanding. Now I will tell about the importance of generative AI in project management. See, we do a lot of repetitive tasks. So generative actually helping us to automate these creative and repetitive tasks together. And also it is creating and enhancing our decision making powers and also our overall project efficiency. Uh, 3 weeks ago, I was in Bangalore, so I was attending one of the sessions. So the speaker was telling what is the most expensive, costly, and highly paid job in this world. So he was telling the idea of taking the right decisions, the decision making capacity. That's why the CEOs are highly paid in this world. So based on what you will take the right decision? Based on data, based on information, based on analysis. So here comes the power of generative AI. Here the comes the power of business intelligence, artificial intelligence, which actually help you to foster innovation, which actually help you to guide you to take the right decisions. So that is very important how you are using the data and analyzing the data and taking the decisions. So there are various project management challenges actually top the risks assessment, then data management, the quality control, and then resource allocation, cost management, communication, configure collaboration, document management. So this is the regular we are actually facing and the project management, various kind of project management problems we are every day facing. So how we can move forward all this with all this? So here I want to, I would like to describe some applications of generative AI in real-time project management. So first, what I want to say, the project planning. We all know that we do planning before starting our any projects. So generative AI actually help us generate project plans, timelines, and task dependencies. I'll give you my one of the example. I used to work for one of the education firm in Bangladesh, where actually we are developing some continuous assessment tools for the students. So here actually I take the help from the generative AI to create and generate the project plans. It was a 1 year. We have some tax dependencies with respect to project managers, program managers, business analyst, project coordinator, technical lead, software developers, lots of. So generative actually helped me a lot, the ChatGPT earlier versions, to generate project plans, to divide the work, to create the timeline, and also to create the dependencies like Gantt chart, critical path, CPM. I used to draw, and based on that, actually, I used to take the decisions, and I manage my project. Risk management. This is very crucial in any project where actually we prediction and mitigation of the risks. So artificial intelligence actually help us to analyze historical project data and predict potential risks. Uh, we have one risk management tools in our projects and software also, where we actually bunch and play and plug in lots of historical data into the systems. So the systems actually give us the signals, what type of problems we may face in future, what type of situations we may arise, and what type of actions, preventive actions we can take. So here actually, example, we can see the implementing AI-driven risk assessment models that generate mitigation strategies based on data patterns. As we know that in projects, we work with resources. So if you optimize the resources, if you engage resources properly, then only your project will be successful. You need to invest or you need to engage right resource on the right time. So AI actually can analyze the project requirements and allocate resources, like what type of team members, what type of equipment. And there are two things AI actually always measure. One is efficiency, another one is effectiveness. This is very important when you are optimizing resources. So example, we can see that assign team members to the tasks based on their skills and availability. So I can give one of my example where it was a mostly software development project. So I actually front end, back end development, QA, automation testing, manual testing. So actually AI actually helped me to analyze the developers skill set and developers expertise, analyze, and then apply that into the resource schedule and engage them and employ them on the right track, on the right tasks. And it helps me to manage the team properly so that I can get the best output from them. So we are talking about the resource allocations, we are talking about automated project schedule, risk management. Now, every task has a quality control. Whatever we are doing, it should have something control measurement, quality control. Unable to see the content. Eh, is my voice is audible? Someone is telling he is not
It's
able
audible.
to.
In between, it just gets slowed down, but now it's audible.
Okay, and the content is visible?
Yeah, content is visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so generative AI actually can generative AI can actually generate lots of test cases which actually help you to analyze and take the right decisions. And also, if you face any defects or if you are facing any kind of error or bug, it can give you the previous idea. And also, still the voice is not clear or slide is not visible.
Slide is visible, sir. The voice was dropping in between.
Now it's fine.
Now it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so using AI in software development to create automated testing scenarios and ensuring higher quality and reliability. I will be emphasizing most on this quality control. Why? Because whatever software we developed or whatever product or service we developed, if you don't do the proper testing, if you don't do the proper knowledge transfer, or if you don't do proper debugging or quality control, it will be very unsuccessful. I want to give one a very recent example. We have one, they are updating just 2 weeks ago their mobile app. So, and they did not do the proper testing and they went to go live with their new app. The earlier version data of all customers has been lost. We have to again sign in, log in, we have to add all the account details again. So they faced a huge criticisms in the social media, in the public and print news media. So there actually we got to know that there should be, and we understand that the necessity of testing and proper quality control. Aparna, we will take questions now or we will take questions at the end because someone is raising hand.
So it's better to take questions later once you complete your speech.
Okay, great then. Thank you.
Everyone, you can post the question in chat box. We can take it from there.
Someone is telling still they can see the content.
I'm replying to them. You please continue.
Okay. So this is one of the example I want to say here. This is the construction project actually. Actually how a construction company used generative AI to automate the creation of project schedule. For India reason, I cannot disclose the name here. So you can see I have given the problem. Problem was the manual scheduling was time consuming and prone to error. So what solution we have proposed? We have got here AI generated schedules based on the project specifications. And as a result, what we got? We actually got very improved accuracy, reduced planning time, and better resource management. AI have various use cases in project management, like test automation, predictive analytics, enhanced productivity, cost estimation, error reduction, and quality improvement. So there are some things which I want to say. Now I want to give you some example of software development, where actually a tech company implemented generative AI to generate test cases for their software projects. So what problem they face? Actually, they are facing lots of manual test case creation, which actually take a lot of time, and it is very laborious activity. It's very labor intensive, and it was not efficient at all. So what solution we got? We have introduced AI-driven test case generation, and as a result, what result we received? We got the enhanced software quality, and the testing time was reduced drastically, and the team efficiency actually increased a lot. Now I want to give an example under the manufacturing industry. So here a manufacturing firm actually optimized their production schedule and the predictive maintenance need using generative AI. So the problem what we faced here, inefficient production schedule and unexpected machinery breakdowns. And the solutions what we got here, AI-driven production workflow optimization and predictive maintenance. And the impact what we got, increased production efficiency, reduced downtime, and we save the cost a lot. Okay, now I want to give the examples with respect to our project management tasks. So here, first one is I have taken project planning and scheduling. The example is automated project schedule generation. As I was telling earlier, the generative actually help us to create the project schedules, which actually reducing our time and effort because we are not giving any manual effort in planning. So how it works actually, the process works like the algorithm actually analyzes the timelines and the various dependencies and the various resources, abilities. And based on that, the resource optimization or plan and everything, AI actually create and generate a detailed project schedule. So what benefits actually we got from here? We got the improved accuracy, the planning time also reduced a lot, and our resource allocation optimized. So I was giving the example of this construction project planning. Here I have brought it again because it was very relevant with this activity, that manual scheduling and the generative AI implementation, and then this outcome of reduction in planning time, schedule accuracy, and better resource management. And especially what is the target as a successful project manager? The completion of on time and within budget. The most important thing, the risk management. So the example was like AI-driven risks, or actually generative AI predict potential risks, and by analyzing historical data and identifying patterns. So the model actually analyzed the earlier past historical data to identify the relevant and common risk factors and generate risk mitigation strategy. So how you can reduce and how you can develop that. So the benefits, what we got it, the proactive risk management and improved decision making and reduced project uncertainties. Because as we all know that everything is uncertain and everything has a risk. So the system actually helping us to reduce and mitigate the risk strategies. So as we all know, there are two types of risks. One is systematic risks and one is unsystematic. So AI actually help us to reduce both type of risks based on the specific situations and by analyzing the specific algorithms. The case study was regarding aerospace project risk management, where the company was a major aerospace manufacturer. Actually, the challenges what they are facing, they are managing risks in the development of a new aircraft model. And the solutions what we got here, using generative AI to analyze historical project data and identify potential risks such as supply chain disruptions and technical failures. So after using the generative AI applications, what result we got? The risk management process was enhanced, and we have identified the potential use on time, and also we can implement and materialize effective implementation strategy. And actually, as a result, the project execution was very smooth, and it was on time project completion, which is actually a very true catalyst for a successful project. Another important thing is resource allocations. Optimizing resource allocations, what we were talking about earlier, where the generative AI actually optimize the allocation of resources, personal equipment, materials based on project needs and limitations or constraints. And AI solution actually analyze the project requirements and resource availability to allocate the resource efficiently. And as a result, we got the benefit like improved resource utilization, reduced wastage, and enhanced project performance. The case study was related to IT project resource management. One of the global IT service provider actually facing these issues, like they are actually want to efficiently allocate resources across multiple concurrent projects. Solutions what they have implementing generative AI tools to optimize resource allocation based on project priorities, deadlines, and resource availability. See here, the three things they have considered: priorities, deadlines, and resource availability. The model has taken a decisions based on that when they got the actual input, and the output was very good. So as a result, the outcome was better resource utilization, reduced conflict over resource allocation, and also the improved project delivery times. And the company was able to complete more projects on time and within budget. Another one, quality control, automated quality assurance testing, where the generative AI actually can automate the creation of test case and the identification of potential defects in projects. So generative AI models actually generate various test scenarios based on the project requirements and historical past defect data they analyze, and it ensure comprehensive testing, debugging. So the benefits what we got, the quality control enhanced, the testing time reduced because earlier it was a manual, and improved project outcomes. Software development quality assurance is the example I was giving. It's one of the leading software development firm, where actually they are facing various challenges like manual test case creation, which is very labor intensive and prone to errors, leading to software defects and delays. And as a result, the solutions what generative AI was giving, the automate the creation of test cases for the software projects. And as a result, the outcome we got, the enhanced software quality, reduced testing time, and improved team efficiency. And the firm was able to release software updates more frequently with fewer defects. As a project manager, actually, we do a lot of documentation and reporting tasks. This is a very repetitive and boring task. So, actually, generative AI actually help us to reduce our workloads. So, generative AI actually can automate the generation of project documentation, such as various reports development, various meeting minutes, status updates, letters preparation, and the AI model actually works based on the comprehensive documentation based on predefined templates and requirements. Generally, we have a lot of template, right? Work breakdown structure, Gantt chart, project plan, testing report, status report, quality assurance report, minutes of meeting. So predefined template, AI can fill it up based on the input. And what are the benefits you are getting? Uh, Administrative burden has been reduced a lot, and the documentation accuracy has been increased. Also, the timely reporting, we got by effectively using generative AI applications. The case studies what I have given here, like financial services project documentation. It's a major financial services firm. They are one of the largest consulting firm. So what is the challenges they are facing? They are actually producing detailed project documentation for their regulatory compliance and stakeholder communications. So they use generative AI tools to automate the generation of project reported documentation, and as a result what they got, they got the improved documentation quality, the reduced time spent on the administrative tasks, and better compliance with regulatory requirements. And the company was able to focus more on the strategic project objectives, because this documentation and reporting tasks was very laborious and it was very manual interventions, but actually generative AI give them that relief. They are emphasizing more on their strategic moves. Another important thing is predictive maintenance, especially in the manufacturing field. So generative AI actually can predict and forecast equipment failures and maintenance needs, reducing downtime and improving operational efficiency. So how the AI model works here? Actually, AI model analyzes the historical data and they send some readings to predict when equipment is likely to fail and schedule maintenance. The benefit what we got here, the downtime has been reduced, equipment reliability has been improved, and also saved a cost a lot. So the case study what I have taken here, automotive manufacturing, where a major automotive manufacturer was facing some issues with their equipment failures and their production was stopped and their maintenance cost was increasing like hell. So then they use the generative AI to predict the maintenance needs and schedule preventive maintenance. And the outcome, what they got, actually, they reduced the downtime and they improved equipment reliability, and the significant cost savings actually they got from there. And the company was able to maintain continuous production with fewer interruptions. So that was the benefit they got a lot. Okay. Actually, I will show you the one real time to use the uh, Chat GPT, OpenAI 4.0. I will use that to show you the real life one of the examples. So let's first identify fewer tools which is available currently and which we all can use to increase our efficiency and effectiveness in our day-to-day operation work. So as we all know, OpenAI's OpenAI's GPT, actually, which use the natural language processing and generating project documentation. The features, as we all know, text translation, and also IBM have that Watson, which actually mainly used in predictive analytics and risk management. And the features what is available there: data analysis, risk prediction, and decision support. And then Google Auto ML, automating machine learning tasks and implementing project workflows. And the features: custom model training, image and text analysis, and Microsoft Azure AI, integrating AI into project management process, and we have this automation and cognitive services. So these most four advanced tool of generative AI project manager day-to-day operation. I will show you the ChatGPT 4.0 versions how you can use. I will take one of the audience questions and problems and I will try to solve it real time here itself. So that I will do it after some time at the end of my sessions. Okay. Now I want to give some examples. How the big companies they are leveraging the AI in project management. Microsoft. We all know about Microsoft. So what Microsoft is doing, actually, they integrate AI into their project management processes to automate their repetitive tasks and improve project outcomes. Uh, as we are talking about the generation of project schedule, identify the potential risks. So actually Microsoft is doing that. And also they have the effective collaboration tools actually, which actually ensuring the efficient teamwork by providing real-time progress update and suggesting solutions for their project challenges. Google. Google actually they use the AI-driven features. Actually, it is embedded in their Google suites of tools to automate operations, and they optimize communication, and they offer data insights too. As we can see, for example, the Google Sheets. Actually, Google Sheets employs AI to identify data patterns and enhance project performance, while Google Docs facilitates real-time team communication and providing translation and transcription services. Salesforce. Salesforce actually leveraging AI a lot to streamline their project management tasks and to gain the valuable insights. So, in their project management solutions, AI actually playing a significant role by identifying potential customers, recommending strategies to close deals efficiently, and assisting teams in providing exceptional customer service by identifying issues and offering solutions. IBM. IBM actually employs AI within project management practice to optimize process and enhance their risk management things. It plays a pivotal role in automating various project-related tasks inside IBM also, and they actually assess their potential risks. And they take the generation of risk assignments and assessments, and also they offer mitigation strategies and streamlining their risk management process too. And IBM's AI-powered decision management tool actually equip their project team and outside project team also with valuable data-driven insights where they can take the right decisions, and their its overall improvement of their effective risk management processes. So now I will take some questions, and also I want to show some real-time case study, like how to create some documentation or any project plan by using the ChatGPT 4.0.
Mr. Vesh, can I read the questions for you if you want?
Yeah, no, first actually I want to take some real-time examples from them so that I can help if anyone has any doubt on how to use the ChatGPT 4.0 for their day-to-day operations. So let me share the screen and then we'll go into this.
Sure. And also some are suggesting that you should be near to the laptop. So your voice is
Okay.
dropping in between.
Voice is dropping, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So just be.
Is my screen is visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So from the audience, if someone can tell there any problems like any project plan or anything, I want to write here and I want to show the real time that solutions or that how the problem solving it. Before that, I want to tell you the like a reading, writing languages. Now the prompt engineering is a very specific skill set also you need. So how you are commanding the machines, that is very important. So if your input is perfect or your input is specific, so your output will be also perfect, and your output also will be very valuable, and it will be efficient for your own use. So please, from audience, any question, any volunteer, please.
Dipesh, there is one question.
Yeah.
If you can share practically, how do you use AI with any practical related to resource or project schedule, detail plan, testing, etc.
Okay, that there are a lot of things actually. Plan.
So maybe we can do one or two, whichever is more beneficial.
Yeah, so that's why actually I want to take questions from the audience from their real-time solutions. If there is any software project manager is facing any issues with their project, he can raise that, and so I can develop some plan here for him. So that I want to do actually, real time. So I have given a lot of examples and fictitious thing,
So
but now I want to
you
give some
can
real
take,
time things. Yeah.
no, you can take your own example. See, everyone will have some different. Also, you can thought, suppose any project which you are taking, for example, and take it forward. But this much of time it will take, this schedule or some whatever. Because one people has to continuously interact. So just I suggest you can take one example of your own, whatever is that. Small
Okay.
thing, small template of that will be better rather than asking some questions. So there will be empty questions, and again there will be some answers from your end. Promptness, what should be the prompt? So better you explain us with one of the example. That will be
Okay.
better.
Okay. Okay. So so I have write one prompt here that I'm a project manager of mobile app development project. In my team, there are 10 members, including project coordinator, quality analyst, software developer, business analyst, etc. Please create a agile-based project plan for 3 months duration with a detailed work breakdown structure. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so it's generative AI is creating the response. After the full creation of the response, I will explain this. Okay, so my prompt was that creating a agile-based project plan for 3 months duration with a detailed work breakdown structure. So agile project plan for mobile app development, duration 3 months, team members 10. So he has this chat generative AI given me the month-wise projection plan. First is initiation planning, where as we know the sprint plan. So first sprint, project kickoff and requirement gathering. And the role which I mentioned, he has given each of their activities, their duties, their responsibilities, like project coordinator, what will do, business analyst, what will do, quality analyst, what will do, software developers. And they sprint to what is their activities or functions like designing and prototyping. And the designing and prototyping stages also, generative AI has divided their activities functions, like as a business analyst, what he will do, he can finalize the user stories, he can collaborate with the designers, and what the designers will do, the wireframe creation, mockups, approval from the stakeholders, what software developers will do. And in the month 2, how the development and testing will happen. In sprint 3, what fact activities we can finish, like the code development begins. So now the what software developers will do, what quality analysis will do. And actually here the task breakdown they have given very clearly. Even in the month of 3, you can see the final development, testing and deployment, the final feature system testing, user acceptance testing and deployment. Each one of the team members' activities has been divided here. And now come to the WBS, work breakdown structure. So initiate and planning, project kickoff, design and prototyping, development, testing, deployment. Okay. So there is something called in prompt engineering that is called prompt chain. Now I want to create a project plan based on that. Create a project plan for the above. So when I have commanded and prompted with the creation of project plan, Generative AI has given me the day-wise activities, even in the role-wise. The day 1, what project coordinator will do. Day 2, 3, what project coordinator will do. In day 4, 5, what business analyst will do, and how, what activities or functions they have to do. It has been completely described clearly. So even in the month of 2, what is the development and testing, their what will be the sprint, what will be their weekly plan, everything has been planned. Now I will ask, create a testing plan. So my prompt was create a testing plan for this project. In response, ChatGPT 4.0 has given me the detailed activities. What are the phases we need to follow, like test planning, and what is the objectives, deliverables, test design, test cases, scripts, test environment setting up, test executions, and every step has the objectives, deliverables, and who is the responsible persons. Everything has been given. Even the testing activities also has been given based on the sprint. Week 1 to 2, what activities will be done by whom, the quality analyst, what they will do. that has been clearly mentioned and described here. And what are the features you are going to test? It may be core feature, it may be additional feature, or whatever. UAT, deployment, even any kind of tools if you want to use, that also has been suggested, like test management tool, automation tool, bug tracking tool, communication tool. Now I want to know I want to develop a status report. The status report. So my prompt was creation status report for this project. So ChatGPT 4.0 version has given this, like project name, project manager name, reporting period, prepared by, and first is the project descriptions overview and what are the objectives, and the summary, project status, is it on track, at risk, or off track, and this progress by sprint, like sprint wise progress, week 1 to 2, project kickoff and requirement gathering, status completed, accomplishment, design or prototyping, what is the status, it is in progress, accomplishments, any kind of planned activities, and they beautifully portrayed the actually milestone summary, the main activities, the milestones, and the completion date, actual completion date, and this any kind of key issues and risks if you are facing, and what will be the next steps, and what is the team status, what is their current focus, current activities, if any kind of change request is there or not. So now I will request that change request plan. Because as you know, in any project, we face sometimes change request. So I have requested create a change request plan for this project. So they beautifully portrayed it. Like first is change request process overview, then change request roles and responsibilities, where the project manager roles, change control board roles, project team, stakeholders, and the change request identification, steps to identify change request, and then change request contents, form contents like change request ID, requester name, date of request. Description means it's completely extensive and very detailed descriptions, and any project manager can take a help from these and they can modify it based on their own project needs. See the change request documentations, what are the detailed points you need to include, that also they have mentioned here, description of change, reason for change, impact analysis, alternative solutions, and how you will evaluate the change request, like impact analysis, risk assessment, feasibility study, and how in the what is the steps of approval, review, decision, and documentation, and the implementation steps also like planning, communication, execution, monitoring. Change request closer, how you want to close the change request. The steps are given here: verification, documentation, feedback, and the change log, change request ID, even change request form. Yeah, it was beautifully developed and given. Now I want to develop BRD for this project. Business requirement documents. This project. Okay. My prompt was creation of business requirement document. What are the results we received? Table of content, introduction, project overview, business objectives, scope, stakeholders, functional requirements, non-functional requirements, assumptions, constraint, risks, glossary of terms, approval. In project overview, we can see project description, project goal, business objectives, enhance user engagement, streamline administrative tasks, scope, in scope, out of scope descriptions, stakeholders, roles, responsibility, functional requirements, and non-functional requirements, everything. Assumptions, constraints, the risk factors, the glossary of terms, and the approval matrix. Now I want to develop SRS, software requirement specification. SRS. I have commanded, I have given a prompt to create SRS, software requirement specification document. First, they have given the TOC, table of content, introduction, overall description, system feature, everything. Introduction, purpose, scope, definitions, acronym, abbreviations, references, overview, overall descriptions, product perspective, product functions, user classes and characteristics, operating environment, design and implementation constraints, user documentation, assumptions, dependencies, the system features, user login registration, user profile management, app settings, notification, admin panel, external hardware, other non-functional requirements, appendices. Now I want to create a issue log. Issue log. This project. Creating the detailed issue log with issues ID, descriptions, impact, priority, who has been reporting, the reported assigned to, all the status based on the team and activities, and the intensity of that issues also. And the details of each issue logs like description, impact, priority, whom reported, what is the date reported, to whom it is assigned, what is the status, and the comments also. The issues 1, issues 3, issues 7. Now I want to create mitigation plan. So risk identifications, this kind of risk descriptions, impact and their likelihood, and the risk assessment. And the various mitigation strategies, shows availability, requirement changes, technology issues, security vulnerabilities, data privacy compliance, details in stakeholder feedback, budget overruns, user acceptance. Now the risk monitoring and control, and the risk register also, where the risk description, impact, likelihood, mitigation strategy, owner, and status will be mentioned. Now I want to create a closure report. So my prompt was the creation of the closure report of this project. So the table of contents we got from here, the introduction, project summary, project objectives and deliverables, project performance, lesson learned, outstanding issues, the project summary, project description, project duration, project objectives and deliverables, and the project performance, what is the scope, schedule, budget, quality, what is the lesson learned we have received, the success criteria, challenges, what are the improvements, and if there is outstanding issues, that is also mentioned, and the recommendations, post-project review, sign-off, and the sign-off team also. Okay, so I have tried to show the various activities of the various functionalities which you can prepare the documentation by using not only this ChatGPT 4.0, you can use the Google Bard or Gemini AI also, and other tools also. If you have now any questions specific to this, just let me know. I'll try to create or I try to answer. Please.
So someone has asked a question related to this case study. What you have done, like this is an ideal situation, but how to handle it if there is an obstacle and day-wise timeline changes, but the final timeline is the same.
Okay, so then we can create a critical path method. We can create the critical CPM. We can follow a critical path method, and then we can follow that strategy based on the what generative AI can suggest. I can create a critical path method here also for the wait. Create. Okay. Now let me clarify or let me analyze this critical path. My command was the create a critical path for this project. So as we know that to create a critical path, we first need to list all the tasks and determine the task duration and identify the dependencies. And then we have to create a network diagram then only. So the generative AI tool can create these task ID and task descriptions and the duration based on the dependencies, whatever the task dependencies you have. And then it can create the network diagram and it can show you that critical path identification also. Like here, see the critical path tasks they have given the project kickoff meeting, project scope and objectives, where the requirements, user acceptance days, how many days, and the Gantt chart preparation representation, which actually will give you the clear idea what are the days you need, how much days you need, and when it's finishing and how it is ending. And see, this is a completely a prototype type things, like it's a sample. Each and every project has its own unique uncertainties, own unique risks, and own unique limitations and challenges. So this prototype can help us to integrate and to apply our real life experiences, and we can modify based on that specific project plan. So I think that's suffice to your question's answer.
And also, sir, I want to add on this, like we can just put the condition on this templates and can able to modify according to that conditions. So it can be related to our real time situations. Can it be done?
Yeah, that also can be done. So you can tell me some conditions. I will write here and try.
So someone just asked that in your in this the week it has considered 7 days and no weekends can. So if you want to exclude the weekends, how can we do that?
Okay. So you want to create a critical path or create a project plan? What you want to do?
I think this was related to project plan. A project
Okay.
plan has been considered considering 7 days.
Okay. Let me, then I will command that only. Create a for 3 months considering 2 weekend and 5 working days. So actually, I am sharing the screen, so that's why I cannot see the chat window. So Akshay, please keep on helping me to ask the questions. Okay.
Sure.
Uh, so the my prompt was create a project plan for 3 months, considering 2 weekend and 5 working days. So the project durations 3 months, assuming each month has 4 weeks, working days per week, we, Monday to Friday, weekend per week, Saturday and Sunday. Month one, initiation and planning, day one. And you can see they beautifully portrayed the tax number also, like T1, T2, T3, what are the which tax after which tax. It has been clearly mentioned here, and week wise and day wise. And also, when they have created the work breakdown structure, they have mentioned the dependencies too. Like T1 project kickoff meeting, the duration is 1 days, and when you are going to start the T2, you need to finish the T1, then only you can start the T2. So it's beautifully portrayed the demand, and also they can share the Gantt chart also, the beautifully month wise, week wise, and tax wise. I think that suffice to your query. Next
Very well.
question.
So then now someone asked, for a IT project, how do you manage prompt for creation of a schedule? So the someone is
Okay.
asking how to be good into prompt writing.
Okay. Okay. So see. I am using this chat GPT from last, I think it's now nearly 2 years, right? Uh, Using the prompt and prompt chaining, actually, it's a continuous learning process. But first, you should be conceptually very much clear and perfect. Like, what are the project activities? What are the project functionalities? Especially the project steps, you should have the clear idea. And then, based on your needs and based on your demand, you can command the machine. Like, for example, I am developing one solutions for web based app for monitoring tool. So I know what are the things I need to consider to develop a web based monitoring tool. It may be security tool, it may be assessment tool, whatever. So if I know the objectives and I know the scope, and based on that, if I command generative AI to create the BRD, to create the SRS, to create the project plan, to create issue log, to create risk management, risk strategies, to create the schedule, to create the Gantt chart. So to command ChatGPT, you should have the clear conceptions about all the project steps, all the dependencies, or all the required knowledge to manage a project, so that you can ask clearly what you need from the generative AI. For example, I know in this mobile app development project, what are the things I need to consider. So that's why I asked. So it can be same for any projects, for any project manager or any project management officer. So if you want to be good at prompt, you should have the clear idea about your projects, about your objective, and about your purpose. And you can curate your command and code or prompt to your generative AI applications accordingly. But you need to practice a lot. And I have done something else also. When I was actually prompting, I created a prompt chain. So that is a very important thing. It's not like a one command you are giving to your chat gpt or OpenAI or what are the generative AI applications you are using. You have to create a prompt chain, so that it's a continuous learning, and the applications also learning based on your prompts. Thank you. Next.
Very well, sir. This is something new which we have learned about prompt chain. So one has to keep interacting with the AI to get the exact result what we required over there.
Yeah, and I want to give some suggestions to everyone. I know, can I stop screen sharing, please?
Yes, sir, you
Anything?
can.
Okay. Uh, PMI, Infinity, and PMI has developed a lot of contents for project managers. So I will request everyone to take those contents, to learn those contents. For example, yesterday I finished the talking to AI, prompt engineering. It's a very recent course actually they have introduced just last week or 3-4 days ago. So I request all of you, please do that course. It's actually very, very effective and it will help you to learn how you are speaking with machines. See, we are all living in the era of technology, right? So earlier it was machine to machine communication. Now it is HCI, human computer interactions. If you don't know, if you don't cannot command your machine properly, then it's not, you cannot get the right result. So as long as like we are reading, writing, this is a basic skill set. Prompt engineering is also very basic skill set. You need to know, and you can learn it by yourself. And there are a lot of tools available. As a project PMI professionals or as a PMI practitioner, I think PMI has a very vast content. As I am a volunteer for PMI Infinity, I am a volunteer for PMI subject matter expert. I am volunteer for PMI AI content tools also. So every day we are working to develop and to progress this community to be well versed with this kind of technological tool.
Okay. So mostly, we have other sectors, kind of attendees also from manufacturing, from construction. So
True.
someone who asked from the construction side that this can be also used for any sort of
Yes,
construction
yes,
project.
yes. Irrespective of whatever industry, in my example, I have uh, given example. I have given some example of construction industry, aerospace industry. I have given manufacturing example of manufacturing industry. Even it is applicable for the sea industries also, aquatic industry, everywhere. It's irrespective of every industry. It is there. But always remember, this is artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence response will be always biased because it creates the response based on the LLM, large language model. You have to integrate or use emotional intelligence to use artificial intelligence properly. So that is very, very important. Sometimes we forgot to use our own emotional intelligence, own business intelligence. We just follow cut, copy, paste, which actually artificial intelligence is giving. That we cannot do. So please, whenever you are giving prompt and whatever response you are getting, please don't be biased. Use your emotional intelligence and business intelligence and then apply it. Then only it will be fruitful and effective. Otherwise, we will be the slave of machine, but we don't want to be the slave of machine, right? Machine should be in our control. We don't want to be controlled by machine. So that is very important. Next.
And also, I think I'm extending to this because someone asked that how to validate the response from the chat GPT. So there's nothing like black and white over here. You need to keep practice, need to make it more better and better, and then only you can able to get a good result which you required over there.
True, true. Okay, so that's why the community comes, right? That's why this leaderboard, this dashboard is coming. Whenever I face any issue, I put that into community chat board or community support board. We have lots of WhatsApp groups. We have lots of community board. So this here it is the help of teamwork. It is the help of community. That's why we go to conference. That's why we meet people. That's why we attend this kind of sessions. Even I cannot be the right every time, right? It may be someone have different outlook. Someone may have different answers. Someone may have different observations. Yeah, that is true, but it should be logical and justifiable. So based on the continuous learning, based keep on practicing, we can understand and better and learn more.
Okay, so now uh, many of us use MS tools like Excel and PPT. So someone asked from them that for the data captured in multiple Excel sheets, can there be a solution to generate a report through AI tools?
Yeah, I'll give you. There is called Copilot. I think you have heard about it.
Right.
So Microsoft Copilot actually using the artificial intelligence, generative AI things only. So it can help you to create a lot of Excel sheet together and analyze them together. And in my examples also, I have shared that Google Sheets actually is doing it currently. So Microsoft, this Office also has the same facility, same feature which you can use and analyze and work efficiently. So try to use the Microsoft Copilot and also the Google Sheet is you want to use, whichever is preferable for you.
So, sir, normally in a real world, we have a very complicated Excel sheets. So, someone just asked, uh, can there be a can we upload a Excel sheet where the Excel file and the GPT can read and interpret data from multiple
Yeah, but
sheets?
for that you need to use the paid version. Someone I think asked here, it's in
Okay.
3.5 or 3 or 4. So
Mhm.
4.0 is the advanced version, which is the paid version. It's the per month $20. So it can read and write everything. Whatever file you upload, whatever you want to, even it create a picture also for your sessions.
So, just for
For
the awareness of our attendees over here, can it also able to sort through the different Excel formattings and sorting and other requirement which is mostly been done in the Excel sheet?
to the some extent, not everything, to the some extent.
Okay, okay. Someone just asked one more thing. Can this be used for a design diagram? Is a design diagram can
Yeah,
be able to be interpreted by AI?
you need to upload that. It can be even it can create DFD also, data flow diagram, like we used to use Visio, right? So it can create the Visio. Even especially someone is asking about the basic R or Python. See, now you don't need to know that also, because the coding structure will be done by Chat GPT or OpenAI, and then you can just copy and paste that into that RTF file or rich text file, and you just run the code and it will give you the result.
Okay, and sir, uh, can it be patch up with the other softwares? Like someone asked, like there's a MS Projects, which is a planning tool,
Hmm.
widely used by the people. So can it be patch up with that, and can it help you into making
Yeah,
MS
yeah,
Project?
Microsoft has that capacity, but for that you should have the paid license version. Microsoft license version you have to use. It's not available in free version. Even in
Okay,
our office we use that, so it has integrated everything.
okay. And someone just asked on the legal front, are all these formats approved and accepted legally across the countries, or especially just in India, or is it just country specific, or it's just related to globally, or
Okay, so see, considering about the data privacy, considering about the legality of the issues of the data. So we're living in the information superhighway, right? We're living in the modern era of technology. Here, our personal PAN card, Aadhaar card, national ID card number is not also private. Everything is public, right? You all know that. But still, we follow some rules, regulations. That's why the concept is now being introduced. That is called ethical AI implications. So whatever we do, it should have there some moral obligations, and it has to be depends on your conscience, how you are using it, and what type of information you are using it. And I mentioned earlier, it is always biased. Only your intelligence can differentiate it's biased or not biased. It is partial or impartial. So it's open, it's free, sometimes it's paid, and it's all are available. But how you are using and giving the references or credit to the owner or not, that is the your honesty and integrity. So that is beyond your our communication, or that is our thinking analytical skills, and that is our decision making skills.
so it's not just a copy paste.
Yeah, so Gantt chart also we can make. Yeah, I have
I'm
shown
saying it's
that.
not just a copy paste thing. You have
No,
to
yeah,
use your
yeah,
emotional
yeah, yeah.
intelligence.
True, true. Yeah.
So just someone asks, what's your view on comparison between ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot?
Okay. See, Microsoft Copilot, they have a complete package tools, right? Microsoft Office tools, everything. But ChatGPT, OpenAI has its separate things. ChatGPT doesn't have Microsoft Office services, right? So Copilot has those things because it makes our day-to-day operation life easier. And ChatGPT is to get your document templates, informations, right or wrong some things, creation of the documents. That's all.
Okay. And someone just asking, he's looking for a certification course that focuses on generative AI or project management perspective. So can you suggest any course for that?
Yeah. So the for generative AI in project management, PMI has some basic uh, certifications, but there are some other companies like GSDC, Global Skills Development Council. They have some certifications, and also United States Artificial Intelligence Council. They can mention. You can write this to GSDC and United States Artificial Intelligence Council. They have these global certifications, and this is there is a various level of certifications, like it can be certification consultant, transformation leader, scientist, developer, perfect, like there are various stages. So based on your skill set you can get those certifications, and this is very much good and effective.
And can this be AI can be used for the different types of project planning, maybe waterfall, agile? Can it be used for all?
Yeah,
Okay.
it can be used for all.
Are any tools you can recommend for the project planning, like you showed in the chat GPT?
See, for our project management earlier, what we used to do, we used to use Microsoft Project, we used to do Jira, we also use Jira now, we used to do Asana. So earlier it was has to be do everything by it is creating everything. You just copy and paste it and then just follow and process the steps. That's all. So currently, I don't want to make all of you confused by telling lots of tools name. You all know that, but I will emphasize or suggest. Please use generative AI applications, because how much you will give the prompt and whatever you will be giving the prompt, you will be also learning. Machine also will be learning, and it will be giving you a lot of knowledge and sessions, because as you know, it's an artificial intelligence. By your every prompt, by your every command, it is actually learning and it is giving you feedback.
Okay, so can we create a PowerPoint presentation from this?
Yeah, but it's in, yeah, we can create. Yeah, but it's in a paid version.
Okay.
And let me tell you the very beautiful thing. The content what I today developed, what I showed today, it's actually developed by ChatGPT.
Okay. Okay.
I asked ChatGPT what prompt I have given, I tell them. I am a project management officer. I'm going to give a session of 90 minutes to a project managers who are mid-level and higher level and junior level professionals working in this domain, in this area. Please create a content for my lecture session. And he created everything. And then I told, please create a detailed PPT. He created PPT also. I just modified it later. See, life
Okay.
become very easy and beautiful, but you need to use your own human intelligence, emotional intelligence, and you need to use your smartness.
Understood, sir. Understood. So, sir, I think that is all. We have a time restrictions over here, and
No issue.
it was a very great session from you and so interactive. Everyone liked it. So I just tried and I want to introduce our panelists. Uh, Now I can just call panelists from Mumbai chapter, Mr. Bhavesh Thakkar. Mr. Bhavesh is a VP Volunteer Development at Mumbai PMI chapter and has been associated with the chapter in various capacities of board to help the community. On professional front, he is a civil engineer by profession and has a working experience of almost 28 years. Presently, he is working as a general manager with AgroSale industry. I should mention this about him. He has a great passion to help the community as much as possible in many forms. So I request Mr. Bhavesh to present the vote of thanks to our today's speaker, Mr. Dipesh Bani.
Thank you, Mr. Bhavesh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. So thank you, Dipesh bhai. You had an excellent session. So it was in Bengali. I can say the session was bhalo chilo. So we liked it.
Thank you.
On behalf of I give special thanks to Akshay, who has moderated the session well, and
Thank you.
Aparna to drive it, and as well as Amod to see that the infrastructure is well thought of, and the members who attend the session. And we like to see you for such more interactive sessions in future also. And on behalf of all the chapter members, we thank you humbly and wholeheartedly for an excellent session, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
and I'll just sum it up. See, whatever is the things, the AI tool will only guide you. It is we has to be on the site, on the plot, on the mission to make it successful what it wants. It only it can give you a guideline. But these are the parameters, these are all the sessions what you would like to things what you would like to see in while executing a project. But definitely, as a experience, as a subject matter experts, we have to delve into the deep dive into the subject, get the things executed, and come out with whatever the results we require. That much I can say
Thank you.
with the help of AI. Thank you a lot, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Vash sir. Thank you. I thank all the attendees and panelists for making this a very great session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Dipesh ji.
Thank you so. Thank you, Aparna ji. Thank you. I have shared my LinkedIn ID here so that anyone can connect with me.
Guys, this session
Thank
will
you
be
so
active
much.
for more than 1 or 2 minutes. So you can just copy the LinkedIn and the video code.
Video code also they're requesting.
Guys, video code is already been posted. Please check it. I'm again posting it.
And please give your feedback on the feedback link mentioned, so
Sure,
that
that
it helps us to
most important.
come on.
Please share your feedback.
Yeah, that is important for us to arrange for more sessions on this matter.
Exactly.
So I think everyone has
We
noted.
can disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you all.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you,
Have a
and
nice
good
Thank
night,
you,
everyone.
Aparna ji. Thank you, Bhavesh ji. Thank you, Akshay. It was a nice moderation. And thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste. Okay, there's someone from Sharnavasova University. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Chetan. Because I delivered a session on ChatGPT, generative AI and project management in their university just 3 weeks ago. I was traveling.